prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as look at the shields on the Martin.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take this!
Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is HD.
This is Pain User.
And we're back. This is Game 2 between Fury and mOoNan. This is IPL Season 2. We're in the round of 32 right now. What an amazing tournament we have on our hands today. And so far, Fury has lost one game to mOoNan in the last one, which was on Metalopolis. He played amazingly, Pain, but he wasn't able to take it home. And here we are on Tal'Darim Altar.
Yep, Fury spawning as our orange Terran in the bottom right-hand position, and on the left-hand corner of the map we have his opponent, FX Opens mOoNan, spawning as the red Terran, and GL coming from both players. Not every day you see that. You got to congratulate them both on that.
Yep.
In recent days, you know, everybody's so focused on people like Idra not GGing and who's GGing and
yeah.
what GG means.
You know,
these
I don't know why players even really focus so much on that, and viewers in general, because honestly, if a player doesn't feel like a game was GG, he doesn't have to say it was GG.
Yeah, absolutely. And on this map, if you go to the natural expansions, it can be very advantageous to siege up your tanks and marines and start to elevator and try and work on your opponent's natural. Now, given the spawn locations, I have to give the positional advantage to mOoNan.
Yes, absolutely.
His distance to his opponent's cliff is a little bit shorter, and he also has the back of the natural expansion facing directly where he would send his troops, whereas mOoNan has a little bit more of the broad side of his natural exposed. So in the event that Fury tries to siege that out, mOoNan's going to be able to counterattack through the bottom of the map, and he's also going to be able to set up a flank out in the middle of the map a lot easier to take that out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, even if you just look at the map right here, the minerals, you know, for mOoNan are kind of positioned outwardly, whereas, you know, Furies are not. So
yeah,
you're
facing
right.
mOoNan.
Yeah, they're facing mOoNan. So essentially, if you guys want to break it down into layman's terms, that's what it looks like. And it's like, hey, here's a targeting sign that says, hit me with your siege tanks.
And a lot of games on this map will really come down to that. There's a short positional war in the mid game. Whichever player comes out ahead in that positional war, he will eventually be able to set up shop at the bottom of his opponent's cliff and just do tons of damage.
God, Pain. I love Terran versus Terran.
It's pretty cool.
There's no mirror matchup like it at all. Now we have the SCVs crossing up with each other, and they're going to give each other a little bit of kiss.
You know, hopefully as the game evolves, you know, PvP will get out of this 4-gate phase that's been going on for so long, and I know Blizzard's trying to work on that and make the patches reflect that.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, ZVZ is just this super volatile matchup where everybody just masses roaches, and sometimes Roach Hydra comes into play, and then in the early and mid game there's a lot of Speedling, Roach, you know, all-ins, people trying to flank with the Speedlings and do speedless Roach timing pushes. I mean, it's just very
very
gimmicky.
high variance is the word we're looking for. Volatile, like you said.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen if you don't scout correctly. Yeah, mess ups can happen.
Yeah, and I think as the game evolves, and as the patches hopefully try and iron out these mirror matchups, the other matchups will evolve to be like TVT. TVT is such a dynamic mirror matchup. So many things can happen. So many different openers. I mean, nobody has it here now.
Speaking of which, now we do have some diversity in these two players' builds. It does look like Fury has opened up with Command Center after the factory. It looks like mOoNan, on the other hand, has opened up with a Reaper, and he's got an additional barracks going down. No, he actually only has one barracks, and let's see how many kills mOoNan can get. He's got 2 kills already, gonna be able to get a 3rd kill in every SCV in the beginning of this game is so much because you don't have that many to start with.
Yeah, mOoNan doing a great job microing right there. That Reaper is going to get 4 kills and sneak on out of there, but the first 2 Hellions are on the way to mOoNan's base. What does he have to deal with these Hellions? He obviously went Reaper first, and he only has a single Marine. These Hellions could do a lot of damage, assuming he decides to commit. Right now, just sitting at the Xel'Naga Tower, content to just hang out, doesn't want to go in yet. He's going to wait for those next 2 Hellions, but when those 2 Hellions get there, he could go for a run-by. He could try and just break through. I mean, mOoNan only has 3 Marines right now.
I think that's because mOoNan opened up with what seems to be a very much earlier CC than his opponent did, and so he doesn't have that much production going for him. So he has to play defensive. He has to get this bunker up, and he has to get his Marines inside it. And we can see Fury, yeah, like you said, he's building up the Hellion Strike Force. Strike Force is about to come down and bring the pain, but is mOoNan going to be prepared is the question we're waiting for.
Way too long. There's a tank out. The bunker is now up. He has Marines in the backfield that will be able to pick off the weak Hellions, although we do have quite a few Hellions here. 6 Hellions making their way towards mOoNan's base right now. I can't help but think that he is going to go for a run by. He's probably going to try and sneak by the left-hand side. I don't think that tank is going to be able to block all of them. Oh, and he immediately pulls back. I think he might have had an opportunity there to do some damage.
I absolutely don't agree with that, Payne. I think he, like you said, he could have ran by and done some damage.
There are also Marines in the back and that second tank popping out. It would have been close. He might have been able to sneak in there, kill a few SCVs, but keep in mind, if you lose 6 Hellions, that's a pretty big cost investment. You need to guarantee that you're going to do quite a bit of damage. And by keeping those Hellions alive, he's going to retain a lot of map control. He's going to be able to float around the middle of the map, dominate that territory, and he's also going to be so much safer.
And he's going to be able to utilize his dropship, which his starport is now coming out. I think he's going to try to circumvent the fact that there's basically 2 different layers of walls here leading into the main by simply dropping right into the main with the dropship. And I think he is going to start to build those dropships immediately as soon as his starport finishes. May opt to take the reactor, but I don't know. No, he's not. I think he's saving up for gas, and there's the first dropship.
Yeah, well, Fury is playing that Euro-style TVT that we've seen populated by DeMuslim. It's this mech opening with the blue flame, transitioning into siege tanks. He is getting up his turrets now, so he will be safe to that Banshee. mOoNan getting a Banshee and Cloak. Hopefully, Fury gets a Viking after this medevac. He's really going to need it. It's going to be absolutely essential in fighting off that Banshee.
Yeah, Fury will definitely need either a medvac or some kind of missile turret combination. It doesn't really look like he has any... Oh, yeah, he's already got missile turrets up inside the natural, so yeah, he should be fine. Oh, the Hellions, I believe, may have saw the Banshee. Definitely, the dropship sees the Banshee now, so Fury knows exactly what's going on, but at the same time, mOoNan knows exactly what's going on, and both these players are going to be going for a drop apiece, and it's going to come down to who can do more damage. I don't think mOoNan will be able to do much because there's the turret there, and the main, the LZ is wide open.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those cards from Magic the Gathering that forces you and your opponent to look at each other's hands. They know exactly what's going on now, and we do have.
Fury has counterspell.
Oh, blue flame Hellions are coming into the main right now, doing quite a bit of damage. There is a Banshee at his natural expansion, though, over at Fury's base. It is doing quite a bit here. He has 7 kills. He's continuing to pick off SCVs, but so many SCVs going down and move his mineral line.
Fury is gonna ravage the mineral line at the natural. Meanwhile, mOoNan unable to continue forward with this Banshee simply because there's a turret there. Although he's got 8 kills, takes a shot to the hull of that Banshee. Not good for its long-term lifespan. And it looks like the Hellions have finally been dispatched of.
One thing, though. All of the Hellions are dead. mOoNan has quite a ground army right now. He really didn't sustain any losses to his army. All of his losses were essentially SCVs. His push right now is going to be able to do so much damage. I don't think Fury has anything to counter this.
You may be right, Pain User. Fury may be ahead in Harvesters, as you guys can see, but he just doesn't have any ground forces. He doesn't have a bunker. He doesn't have any tanks. He has absolutely nothing except for Hellions and SCVs, and this could be a very fast GG, even though we're playing on Southern March.
Yeah, he never made the transition into tanks. He stayed with Hellions for far too long. Losing all of those Hellions right there may end up costing him the game. He is looking to do another blue flame drop. He just sent out another medevac, but that was also spotted by that Banshee. That's 2 times that Banshee has spotted an incoming drop. Hero of the game right there. He's saving the day for mOoNan, and mOoNan just pushing through the natural expansion right now, doing so much damage. Really, I don't see how Fury's going to be able to recover from this unless his blue flame Hellion drop just does insurmountable amounts of damage, and it is going to be dropped into the main right now, and let's see what he can accomplish. I don't think much. mOoNan has so many forces ready and waiting, and he is going straight into the main.
Absolutely. I mean, even if Fury is able to kill off several SCVs, at the end of the day, his standing army is unable to compete with the awesome firepower that is the siege tank. I mean, look, he's got Hellions waiting in the back. He's gonna bring them in here, gonna try to do whatever he can, surrounding the frontal tank, taking it out actually, doing some pretty good work, but mOoNan still has Marines down south and a Banshee, and he's gonna be able to clean this up, in my opinion. I do believe that at the end of the day, mOoNan is gonna be our victor.
Right now, Fury's thinking, we're gonna win. And GG coming from Fury. mOoNan playing another very, very solid TVT, taking the series 2-0. And wow, the Banshee spotting both of those medevac drops coming to mOoNan's base. Just able to allow mOoNan to prepare for both those drops. They might have done a lot more damage had he not spotted those. Who knows?
Yeah. Good detection on the airways between the two mains. And that is going to be the end of this series. Thank you all for tuning in. This is the IPL Season 2. And remember, if you guys want to check out more content, check us out at ign.com/IPL. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Justin TV. We also have our own personal account, PainUser.
You can check me out at www.twitter.com/PainUser.
You guys can check me out on youtube.com/HDStarcraft. Thank you all for tuning in. This is HD and PainUser, both signing out.